Alrighty, here we go. Hey, this is John Williams. So glad to see all of your faces. I want to welcome you to our very first Zoom GIA Wellness Review conference call tonight. It's so exciting. I'm kind of like over the top excited, so I'm trying to calm myself down so I can do this tonight. It's so great to see all of you. As I said, this is our first Zoom. I'm coming to you tonight from my home office in Henderson, Nevada, where it was over 100 degrees tonight. And very excited that summer's almost here. And I'm sure that some of you are probably in a place where there might be snow. And it's just good to see all of you from all over. You know, as I thought about our call tonight and talking to some of the folks that are going to be with us, I really am focused tonight on providing value. That's really what we want to do tonight. We want to provide as much value as possible. And our hope is that as you go through our presentation, especially if this is your first presentation with us, that you might see something that might be here for you. It might be something as small as being healthier, having a healthier lifestyle, or just being inspired, or maybe there's something about abundance that's here for you tonight. And we know that it's here, and we just want you to be open to taking a look at it. I can tell you when I first learned about this company, for me, it was really about abundance. And when I say abundance, what I think of every time I say the word abundance, it means freedom. And it's freedom to live a life of your own design. It's freedom to do the things that you wanted to do. And what I was looking for was a way to work from home and work with a company that was dedicated to helping me be successful, and that was dedicated to me to help me to create a lifestyle with no limits. And that's exactly what I found with GIA Wellness, and I'm hoping that during our presentation, we'll be able to bring that out tonight also. I want to give you a heads up on what's going to happen tonight. We are going to show you a video, and it's going to be Alfred and Linda Hanser, who are the CEOs and co-founders of our company. They're going to be telling the GIA story, and it's a video that's been seen by hundreds of thousands of people and really help people to see possibility for them with our company. Also, during the video, I'm going to stop it from time to time, and I'm going to introduce you to some really good friends of mine and people that I really count as heroes. They're the ones out there telling the GIA story, living the GIA lifestyle, and are just being an example of what our company is all about. And they're going to share with you some of their product experiences and talk about what it's like to be and live the GIA lifestyle. Now, I said earlier that this is our first Zoom presentation. And so that means this is my first Zoom presentation also. And so I want everybody to have good thoughts, that I push the right button, and that everything goes smoothly, because I'm certainly going to try my best to do that. But hey, if it doesn't go that way, we're all together in this, and I'll make it work no matter what. But I'm just excited to be with you tonight. And so what I'm going to suggest is you sit back, relax, grab the popcorn, and let's get the show started. Here we go.
I just thought it would be a great way to make an income with a product I thought was fabulous. What I wasn't prepared for is the community, the fun.
The people running this company are people with tremendous integrity, and that's what really impressed me the most when I first met the corporate team.
The G of GIA stands for growth and health and well-being for our products that help provide people with a sense of optimal wellness. And then the I stands for inspiration, to inspire people to lead their best life, to be joyful and optimally healthy as well as inside healthy. And then the A stands for abundance, to help people create financial health and well-being, and to create an income from home that gives them that peace of mind. And together, they have inspired wellness, which is ultimately our goal, to create that legacy of perpetual growth, inspiration, and abundance.
Well, the GIA products have been great for me. They keep me focused. They've contributed to a greater sense of energy.
The GIA Wellness products has been amazing since the moment we started using them.
The products are phenomenal. There's some very recent findings in areas of hydration, energy, and nourishment, which are some of the key areas for sustained longevity and wellness. And so what our products are doing is really addressing those three areas. We have a patented technology in the area of hydration that is second to none on the planet. We know when the body is properly hydrated, there is tremendous things that are happening in the body. The self-repair aspect to the human body is humongous, and that's what makes our water technology so spectacular and so different than anything else in the marketplace.
When I first found out about the eye water, I was drinking it. I sent the system to my mom, and we took pictures, and we could not believe the incredible results. The hydration of her skin, it took literally 10 years off her life.
The first time in my life drinking eye water, I truly feel hydrated.
We are born with single file aligned water in our body. Think of it as a string of pearls. And the water we consume every day, however, is not in that structure. It's chaotically structured, it's big clumps, almost like a Rubik's Cube type of size for your cells. So as we age, many processes slow down, including the process of the body's ability to convert that Rubik's Cube into that single file, that pearl string type of alignment. There's Nobel Prize winning research from 2003 that shows that we have aquaporins in our body, which are these water channels. And in order for water to properly move through these water channels, the water needs to come in the right type of alignment. So our patented process takes conventional water, breaks that structure up, and makes the water truly into a super liquid. It does that in a 30-minute time frame. You just push one button and off you go, and you are consuming the exact water that your body wants to absorb.
I love all the GIA products, and they are synergistic. The more that you're using and combining, the more protection and the better you're feeling. But my favorite product is the eye water. I noticed that my patients using the eye water look better, and they're feeling terrific.
Everybody that come in my path, they actually tell me that I've never looked better now going on 50 than I did going on 30. And that to me is just a testimony in itself when it comes to the GIA products.
All right, I'm going to stop the video for a second. I just want to check with you guys. Can you see everything and hear everything okay?
Yes. Yeah, it's fine.
And I wanted to let you know that there's really two ways that you can watch the presentation. If you look up in the right-hand corner of your screen, for those of you who are on a computer, you can watch this in gallery mode, which is, you'll probably see a bunch of people right now, or you can watch it in speaker mode, where you'll be able to see the person, the speaker. And so as we were watching eye water, I was thinking about eye water. It really is a foundational product for us, and it's because it's helped. So many people have been helped with eye water. I mean, so many people. And the most interesting thing is that we never know how someone is going to react to it. We never know what really is going to happen because everybody's pretty much dehydrated. And hydration is such a key aspect of health. And so for me, when I first started drinking eye water, almost a lifelong stomach problem went away. And it went away within about 2 days. And you know, when I say that, it doesn't seem like that would be that big a deal. For me, it was a big deal. What I want to do right now is I want to bring someone on with us who you just met over this last couple of minutes. And Tracy, this is Tracy Hillis from, now get this, Utopia, Texas. How many of you would love to live in Utopia, Texas? And Tracy is a senior director. I think her town, was it 250 people, Tracy?
350, I believe.
350. And every single person in her town enjoys GIA products, and she's expanded far beyond that and has helped so many people, and she's become such a great friend. And Tracy, thank you for joining us tonight. And I know that in the video you talked about how your mom had got great results with her skin with the products, but I want you to tell the people the rest of the story, because I know it was eye water that really got you interested in GIA. And so could you share some of your experiences with eye water?
Well, I just have to start from the beginning and tell my story, because honestly, when I first found out about GIA, I was a stressed out mess. My husband and I have 5 businesses. We live in this small town, and you know, trying to make ends meet and keep all the plates spinning. I'm just a professional plate spinner. And what I found out, I just never had time for my family, and that is the most important thing in my life. And the stress level was really intense, and I was just burning the candle at both ends, and I didn't see any way to change our situation because they were our businesses, and it was our responsibility to take care of our businesses. So someone walked into my door and introduced me to GIA Wellness, and honestly, at that point, I was willing to try anything. because I was doing everything right. I was drinking water. I was taking my vitamins. I was working out, but I was exhausted. I wasn't able to sleep. I was breaking out with adult acne and I couldn't explain it. But once I started drinking the eye water and using the GIA products, my life changed. My energy returned. I was sleeping better than ever. My skin started improving, and it was life changing for me. And I'll never be the same because of GIA.
Well, I'm so glad that whoever walked in your door, I'm glad that they did, because I know that you've helped a lot of people over the last few years be introduced to our company, and especially with iWater. And I really appreciate you for sharing your story with us. And I want you to hang out with us tonight because I want to come back to you again a little bit later. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
I love you.
Appreciate that. Well, you know, there's so many stories that we could tell about iWater, and I wish we had the time to do that. But what I want to do now is I want to move on to our video and take a look at our inspired nutrition category. So let's do that right now. Here we go.
We have in the areas of nourishment, research has shown that a lot of nutrients are losing their potency and life force as they're being harvested. Well, in GIA Wellness, we have a proprietary re-energization process that we infuse into those nutritional nourishment type of products.
One of the products that I love the most is iThrive. It has given me more energy. It really tastes good too.
It's the very first time I don't have to ask my husband to please take his vitamins. He gets up in the morning, he takes his iThrive, and he's healthier for it.
Introducing iNourish in my family was probably the biggest step that I could have done.
I worked out the first day and I was a little sore, and I started taking the Edge. I didn't get sore. I had the energy. I had fantastic workouts. Made a believer out of me.
All right. Well, what I want to do now, I want to take us to, well, I was going to say Sudbury, Canada, but I don't think it's Sudbury, Canada. I'm going to go to Senior Director Sue Johnson. And, you know, I talked about freedom in the beginning of the call and how important that was to me. Well, Sue, I think we are similar in that way. The only difference is that my freedom has a home office. Her home office has wheels. And I know that you're traveling today, but Sue, can you take a couple of minutes and just talk to us about how the Neutrogena category has really changed your life, and talk a little bit about some of your favorite products?
I certainly can, John, and thanks for having me on. And you say a few minutes. That would be difficult because of the amazing range of products that we do have. I honestly used all of the nutritionals from the Motion Plus to the iRest, the Edge. But tonight I want to concentrate on two specific and leading us into another category. We heard about the iThrive in the video a moment ago. When I first joined GIA, it was a daily supplement, an absolute staple in my diet. I start every morning with my 1 capful of iThrive mixed with iWater, and it is absolutely deliciously tasting. It gives me the energy I need throughout the day, and if throughout the day I do feel a lull in my energy, I just reach for my bottle and have another shot with some iWater, and it just brings my energy levels right up. And about 2 years ago, GIA launched GIA Trim, and iThrive partners beautifully with the cleanse, a soft cellular cleanse that we take as well. Mixing the two, again with the iWater, is an absolutely delicious way to start the day, and again gives you all the nutrients, cleans out the cells. It really does work on the inside of the body beautifully. I've always got a glass at hand, pretty much. But what I really love about the cleanse, I want to talk about that for a quick moment, and GIA Trim. An absolutely beautiful weight management program for those that want to lose weight or those that want to gain some lean muscle mass as such. When I first started doing it, I was quite nervous. You know, there's a reason I need GIA Trim, and, you know, the cleanse days had me nervous. I thought, you know, fluid all day long, I'm going to be hungry, and I was nervous about it. But I really want to stress to everybody that it's a beautifully tasting, it is filling, and I got through the day beautifully. It works beautiful. I lost some weight and couldn't be happier. And every time I need to shed a few extra pounds, I turn back to GIA Trim. So I thank Alfred and Linda for developing that line of weight management and mixing it with iThrive. Back to you, John.
Well, Sue, you know, iThrive and Cleanse, I'm going to say, used to be my favorite product. But leading up to this call, I think Edge now is my absolute favorite. You know, Edge is a stress reducer. Have you ever had any results with Edge?
Oh, I certainly have. And again, I do take it every day.
Yeah.
And if I happen to be on a day I'm going to fly or travel, because I'll be on the road again tomorrow, back in my home office on wheels, I'll be taking 2 in the morning. It really does reduce my stresses. It just, I don't know, I continue through the day better. I know when I've not taken any of these products, actually, whether the iThrive, the Cleanse, or the Edge, if I feel out of whack in any way, and I stop and think, what have I not taken today? And reach for it. I've shared Edge with a few friends as well. And in fact, I have a girlfriend here where I'm visiting in North Carolina, and she works the night audit shift, the 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift. And it's a difficult one. So, you know, with sharing GIA with her, I gave her a few of the iThrive travel packs and an Edge. And when I chatted with her the next day, she says, I can't believe how I stayed awake and alert. And it was just wonderful, Sue. I love these products. They're amazing.
You know, Sue, it is amazing how these products work for people, and it's always great to share the stories. And I think that word amazing, we say that a lot when we hear the stories. Hey, you know, it's hard for me to imagine you having a lull in energy, though. I know those people who are tuning in the same way. Okay, well, let's get back to our video and hear the rest of the story. We're going to go into our Terra GIA product line.
In the third category, the energy category, you know, energetic toxicity is now a huge problem around the world, including electromagnetic radiation from wired and wireless equipment. And we have really created the world's first suite of products to address this issue of, you know, stress and stressors that are surrounding us every single day.
When I put the Cell Guard on my cell phone, my discomfort using the phone, I was having this burning sensation. It totally went away as soon as I put the Cell Guard on the phone, and it never came back.
My favorite product is probably the pendant. We were just so stressed out all the time. We just were going so fast. We didn't have time for each other. And I think the pendant helped us to calm down and really see the world in a different way, and now we have a spectacular relationship.
All right. Well, I can tell you that my wife is smiling in the background because it's very true. We used a pendant and life did change for us for sure. What I want to do now is I want to go to Beaverton, Oregon, right near Portland, and I want to introduce you to Donald Tuman. Donald Tuman is probably one of the most passionate GIA consultants that I know. He's a health practitioner in Beaverton, Oregon, and his mission and purpose in life is to help people. That's it, pure and simple. And he shares GIA products with every single person he comes in contact with. And I have to say, it was probably the Terra GIA products that got you most interested when you first really became super excited about GIA Wellness. So, Donald, can you share a little bit about the Terra GIA products and what has you so fired up?
Yeah, it's actually emotional for me. So I was going along, and I've known for years that there's a problem with the phones. And so I was getting different guards and stuff for the phone. And I figured I'm pretty healthy and I'm okay and I'm a body worker, you know, so I'm okay. So that should have been enough. But there was something in the background that was going on that I wasn't even aware of. And for years, I had becoming less and less patient, especially around my wife. And I don't know if I was talking to you about this or what, but you mentioned at one point, I don't even think I talked about that, but I was talking with John, and he says, well, are you using the pendant? I said, no, it's expensive. You know, as soon as I put it on, I can't sell it because it's going to be mine, so I'm saving it. And he said, put it on. So I put it on, and just a few minutes or an hour, within the same hour, there was something that happened with the computer and the printer. And my wife said, you know, there's something a problem. And so I walked in and started taking care of it. And I says, oh, we can fix this. And I can handle that. And I start working with it, and I'm getting like partway through, and I say, this isn't me. This is not how I've been operating. Usually I get all upset with everything. And she says, yes, there's a difference. And so that was the time it really hit me that all of the things in my life have been adding up and affecting not only my health, but it was affecting the people around me. And so if you come into my home there's chips on the TV, on the computer, on the microwave, and in my office, I've got everything set up, the radio, everything is done. And then the most important thing I've done recently is I've put one of the Defenders on, and the Defender goes over the smart meter, and that has just made the whole home calmer. There's a settling that we've noticed, and we've even done some experiments recently in multifamily situations, and we put it on the meter for that particular home, and it affects that house, just that particular apartment, really well. It's noticeable. It's a big deal, and most people just aren't aware of what's going on all the time, and we've got a solution for that. So it's made a huge difference for me.
Well, Donald, I know you are super passionate about it, and I think what we're going to do in the future, we're going to do a call like this, but really just focus in on the products and just really talk about some experiences that we've all had with our products, and I'm going to schedule that for the near future. And Donald, I really appreciate you for sharing your Terra GIA experiences with us, and I want you to hang out too. I want to come back to you in a little while if that's okay with you. And now what we want to do is move into the I in GIA, the inspiration part of GIA, and I'm going to have Linda come on again and talk to us about really what most passionate in her life. And here we go.
It's my belief that we have a personal responsibility while we're on the planet to really bring out our own best potential and to help other people do the same. So the inspiration end of GIA is really to help people, to inspire people to live their best life. And the way that we do that is we actually have personal development, leadership seminars, team building seminars for all of our independent consultants. We have coaching calls, we have live conference calls dedicated just to having people feel inspired and joyful and share principles that not only help them in business but in life.
The RAW movement is something that is a brainchild of both Linda and I that we're extremely proud of. It's the heartbeat of GIA. It's the very purpose, it's our why. It's why we get up in the morning and we do every single day what we do.
I remember a long time ago hearing that phrase, that it's our responsibility to give our children roots, that they might make great decisions and really be grounded, as well as to give them wings. And that is the belief and the desire to have goals and then reach them. And we really believe that that roots and wings concept begins with our independent consultants, but the RAW movement is all about the next generation. It's about teaching and empowering young adults, ages 12 to 18 years old, to really have some guiding principles that allow them to have both those roots and wings, and to literally break through any kind of limitations they may feel and step into their potential.
All righty. It's so great to see that video. I was fortunate to be able to participate in some of the RAW movement programs that you saw there, and it just makes me smile to see those kids and to watch what happens to them. And I think I wrote down, Linda said, just to have people feeling inspired. That's what the I in GIA is all about. And I want to bring Tracy back with us, if I can find you, Tracy. There you are. Hey, Tracy. I know the inspiration part of GIA is really big in your life, and your mission and purpose is really helping people to feel inspired. Can you tell us a little bit about how the I in GIA has impacted you?
Well, John, I have to say that when I was first introduced to GIA, you were one of the first ones that was an inspiration to me, because you inspired me to believe that I could fit GIA into my life. And so without you and without your inspiration to me, I wouldn't be here talking today. So I want to thank you for that. And you encouraged me to come to that first conference, and that the picture that you saw, that cowboy, that's my husband holding those boards. And so when I went to that first conference and was able to go through that breakthrough training with Linda, she was teaching us how to break through limiting beliefs and finding your why and all of these concepts. And as I was watching her, you know, we think of inspiration as a concept, but when I think about inspiration, I think about people. And she inspired me. When I left that conference, I wanted to be more like her. I wanted to go and inspire people to lead their best lives and to be able to give back. And that was my desire. And the craziest thing is that she told us that we were going to be breaking through a 1-inch pine board. And when she told us that, I was like, no way. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. And my husband was standing there telling me, oh yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. And so anyway, I broke through my first board, and it was the most exhilarating thing. It was like breaking through a stick of butter. And I left that conference knowing that this was the company for me. And my husband even looked over at him and he said, babe, this is a good fit for you. Because I knew I wasn't just going to grow in my health and well-being, but I was also going to grow in my personal development and be able to inspire people. And that was thrilling to me. So I just love everybody in here, all those faces. This is so exciting for me. You all inspire me, and I'm a better person because of GIA Wellness.
Well, you know, Tracy, you talk about breaking the board and how much fun that is, but it even becomes more fun when you can help other people break through their limiting beliefs. And you know, I think when people get to know GIA, they may join us for our products. There's no question about that, or for the abundance like I did, but the I in GIA becomes a big part of life and becoming all you can be, giving back and just being inspired to do good things. And so I really appreciate you for sharing that with us. And I can tell you, for me, when I started, it really was about the abundance, but right away, this idea about life in balance, growth, inspiration, and abundance. And that's really what GIA is all about. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head into the next section. And this really is why I joined GIA in the beginning. It's about the A in GIA, the freedom, the abundance. And Alfred and Linda do a great job of describing what's possible. So let's get back to our video.
I used to work on Wall Street and made an incredible income there and retired from that about 9 years ago. And I see over the next few years being able to replace that income. And the best part is that I get to help other people to do the same thing.
We're just thrilled that we're able to provide people a vehicle to create a home-based business and to create a kind of income that they need, want, and deserve.
You don't need to be an expert in this field.
The GIA business is so simple. Look, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a wellness expert, and I'm not a salesman. The GIA tools do all of that for me.
You've got world-class coaches, world-class training, and most importantly, world-class materials and sales aids and tools that give you a track to run on. So you get all the tools that are the most challenging for the conventional entrepreneur. In GIA Wellness, you get those on a silver platter, so to speak, and you get all the support not only from corporate, but from your fellow GIA entrepreneurs that are helping you build your business.
We find ourselves in this really privileged position and very timely position to introduce a business concept to people that lands right in the heart of 4 different industries. You could take one of those categories and build a huge business out of it. I mean, if you look at the wellness industry, for example, I was back a decade ago and that word wasn't even part of our vocabulary, and now the word wellness is just part of everyday language. Well, we're clearly in that category. That's a booming, huge market trend. We also fall into the anti-aging category. There's another booming market right now that is the wireless industry. And then you look at the final category that we're so privileged to be in these 4 unique markets is really the green technology movement.
The second you get engaged in GIA, you're running an international business. Your startup cost is minimal. The ability to create residual long-term income is absolutely phenomenal, and it is really what you make the business.
From a business perspective, my vision for the future is to alleviate the financial strain of as many households as possible and to infuse a financial energy that gives families and homes and people security and peace of mind and ultimately joy.
Our vision is to have millions of people around the world being able to quit what they're doing in their daytime jobs and really focus on a home-based business, have residual income, put their kids through school or through college, make sure that they can pay their monthly bills and have some residual spending money that they can take their family on their dream vacation, or they can buy the dream car or give to a charity or build a church, whatever abundance means to them. And that's the beauty of GIA Wellness, that we're building a global platform for people to realize their financial dreams as well as their physical and spiritual dream.
Wow. You know, I really love to hear Alfred and Linda talk about their vision for abundance, and And I guess the best part is watching their vision come to reality for lots of people across North America, Australia, and New Zealand. And more people are joining us every single day and creating a second income and moving towards having a new career with GIA, working from a home office or a home office on wheels. And I want to go back to our three guests. And guys, I want to give you, as we close out, just maybe a minute and a half to talk about what the GIA lifestyle has meant for you. And Donald, I want to come to you first. Can you share what the GIA lifestyle meant for you?
Yeah, I've been kind of entrepreneurial all my life, I think, and but I've always felt limited in what I could do. And part of our lifestyle is the support that's there in among all the people, among John and all those people, so that I'm able to find and get in touch with the real core of me and express that. So I've got a new car. I'm doing things and taking care of myself in a whole different way. And that's because I saw that all the things that I was going to do someday, I feel that I'd like to do now. Mm-hmm. And so I'm living my life now. And I'm going to come back to the Terra GIA thing, because there was noise in my head that was getting in the way for me to have an opening to live my life the way I'd like to. And that's died way down or almost gone. And the opening has inspired me to move into new areas. So,
well, Donald, I know you're very modest and you say you have a new car, but he has a new car that's being paid for by GIA. He's earned a car. And he's doing so many great things for people, and the future is very bright for you. And Donald, I have to thank you for joining us on our first Zoom tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, let's go to Sue Johnson, who's traveling in North Carolina, I believe. Sue, I know you're living your dream. Can you just describe what it's like to get up in the morning and do whatever you want to do?
In under a minute. Fabulous. It is wonderful. I wake up and I do as I please, when I please, how I please, and what I please to do is share the GIA joy across North America. My story began with a bricks and mortar store, and it was very limiting, had me where I was, and it was a new business in its first years, and I felt the pressures of it. Walked in my door one day, a friend shared GIA with me, and I've never looked back since. 4 years ago, Linda Cormier came up to Sudbury and shared with us GIA, and after seeing her share in person what we've all just witnessed on video, had me convinced that this was the path to freedom. This was the path to discover my dreams. I wasn't even sure what my dreams were at the time. Mm-hmm. So over the last while, I've been able to see what my dreams are, and that is to get out there and help everybody find theirs and have a positive impact on their lives. And I love the idea that it's me in my van traveling the road with the music blaring in between cities, and I just have a great time with myself or chatting with people on my Bluetooth. And it's just given me that freedom, John. I just can't put it in any other words, to be honest. It is just a wonderful life that I have. I text my friends often saying, life is good. And I actually mean that. Back to you, John.
Well, Sue, I can remember when you were telling me your vision, your dream about getting on the road. Do you remember that conversation?
I do.
I didn't say you were crazy, but I can't deny that I might have been thinking that. And now watching you as you travel the country and grow your team and help other people, I'm so proud of you, and congratulations for your success, and thanks for being on with us tonight. Okay, Tracy, I'm coming to you next.
Hey.
Hey, Tracy. You know what? I'm excited that you get to close our call. And, we were talking last night about your mission and purpose to help other people to experience that life of freedom. Can you talk a little bit about what it all means to you, the things that we've been talking about tonight?
Oh my gosh, well, I'm so grateful to Alfred and Linda. They've allowed us to share in the growth and the abundance of the company. I was just so excited that I could join the team and share these experiences with my family and friends. The best part for me is right here. These are my grandbabies, and I get emotional when I think about now I get to spend time with my family. I have plans to be able to take them on special adventures, amazing vacations, and just building lots of memories with my family. Now I have an ability to pay people to work my job and spin my plates, and I just know that the possibilities with GIA are endless and possible for anybody. I mean, look at me. I'm a small town girl, and I'm making a huge difference in people's lives, and we're having lots of fun, and we're building a successful team, and it's making a huge difference in all of our future. So my motto is, when you've tried the rest, join the best, GIA Wellness.
Hey, Tracy, I like your motto a lot. Hey, I have to ask you, I know that you're fulfilling your dreams, but what about Dwayne? What's happening with him?
Oh gosh, well, Dwayne has always had a desire to fly. And so in the last couple of years, well, he was able to buy an airplane, and now he's flying all the time, every chance he gets. In fact, I think he may be coming in from a flight right now. So yeah, really excited about that. That's freedom.
Well, I can't wait to see the pictures. And, you know, I just appreciate you guys so much for being with me tonight and sharing your stories and hopefully inspiring other people to see that there really is something here for them. And as I close the call, I just want to thank you so much. I want to thank all of you who tuned in tonight to our very first Zoom presentation. And I'm so excited that you had this opportunity, because probably in the next few months, next year, there will be hundreds and hundreds of people who will be tuning in with us. And you'll be the ones that be saying, I remember when I was on the first one. And so I really appreciate all of you for joining us. And if you happen to be joining us for the first time, I'm going to encourage you to get back to the person who invited you to be with us tonight and let them know that you're ready to get more information about the possibility of joining GIA Wellness and living that lifestyle filled with growth, inspiration, and abundance. With that, I say good night, and with much appreciation. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.
Night.